I had wondered why one of my plants that I had put outside wasn't thriving. Mystery solved. For today's cup of coffee, riding solo, youngest kid has migraine. We have heavy rain, so you may hear that in the background. I'm sure that's contributed to the headache that he has. Today's article comes from Mysterious Universe, Paul Seaburn. And it's like some of this I've had to edit a little bit because he got a little bit political there at the end. And I'm like, Mr. Seaburn, just stick with the topic. This was from May 22nd, 2022. And is entitled, Congress Members Upset with UFO Hearings Claim to Have Evidence of Their Existence. And the link will be in the description box. And Mr. Seaburn writes, while the media continues to marvel over the fact that the U.S. government and military is actually spending time investigating UFOs, even if it's just in the name of national security, two members of Congress are extremely disappointed in the recent hearing and the data presented by the Pentagon officials. Why? Because each believes UFOs are real and either have evidence to prove it or theories where they're coming from or both. Can these two Congress members force the UAP task force to reveal what they know exists somewhere in their files? More than likely, no. Representative Tom Burchett of Tennessee has been saying things like this for some time, but did not seem too confident that the Pentagon officials would end the cover-up and provide full disclosure of the evidence he is confident exists, because it was bringing in the people who created the problems to fix the problem. After the hearing, he angrily admitted that he was right. He stated to the U.S. Sun shortly before the hearing, quote, I've been told by multiple sources we have recovered something from these crafts or objects. All we do is cover up. Let's just be transparent. What is wrong with telling the world and saying, we've got this, we are going to share it, and we can figure out what it is together? The UFO hearing this morning was a total joke. We should have heard from people who could talk about things they'd personally seen, but instead the witnesses were government officials with limited knowledge who couldn't give real answers to serious questions. He also stated, we've got to go into this debate, not foreclosing anything just because we think it's dumb to talk about aliens, and the Washington Post will call you a conspiracy theorist, end quote. He was disappointed that no Navy pilots who encountered the Tic Tac UFOs were at the hearing to add details to the brief video shown. Burchett says that Americans have been contacting him to push harder for full disclosure on UFOs, saying the public has more confidence in the existence of extraterrestrial UAPs than in the power of Congress. He couldn't believe one of the Pentagon officials at the hearing had so little data, saying, why can't he press Google? Yeah. Representative Mike Gallagher of Wisconsin is being hailed by many as a hero of the hearing because he asked specific questions about multiple incidents in the 1970s when UFOs were sighted over U.S. Air Force missile bases, and minutes later, the missile launch systems were mysteriously and to this day inexplicably shut down. Despite a press conference in Washington in October of 2021, where four former officers detailed their eyewitness experiences during the incident and the subsequent cover-ups, one of the Pentagon officials at the hearing said he had not seen any official data on them. In an appearance on the Pat McAfee show the day after the hearing, Gallagher gave his theory why these officials might be reluctant to discuss the UFOs they were asked to investigate. He stated, quote, we already, my understanding, and again, I'm not a technologist, there is technology, technically, that can do teleportation of something called neutrinos, and technology that proves subatomic particles can move faster than the speed of light. Einstein tells us that's true. He also states, theoretically, time travel is possible. So that is the third hypothesis. People in the future, us, have figured out how to bend space and time, and it's our technology coming back from the future. He further states, so to go from our point in history forward 200 years, and whoever's left at that point, if we can avoid nuking ourselves, is going to say, wait, you guys can't bend space and time? We figured that out like 50, 100 years ago, end quote. It says he may not be a technologist, but Representative Gallagher has proved in this interview and at the hearing he's done his homework and knows the realm of possibilities that could explain the unbelievable physics-defying actions of the Tic Tac UFOs and others. There's one he seems to favor more than any of the others, the UFOs, and they are us from the future. While they may not actually contain future humans in the cockpit, or whatever that part of the craft will be called 200 years from now, Gallagher thinks the ships could have been sent back and were amazed by the technology. Just like people 200 years ago would be amazed to see cars, planes, the internet, and other modern technology we take for granted. If Einstein said it's possible, that's good enough for Gallagher. Sadly, the representative was disappointed in the hearing, and it doesn't seem he's confident we'll ever find out the truth about UAPs or even travel in time ourselves. Well, that's not anything unusual for Congress to disappoint, is it? And on these things, they're absolutely correct. When you have these people that are covering up and they're over the program, what are you going to get except more cover up? That's like the fox guarding the hen house. And this is the problem. You know, even with some of these elected people, you wonder, are they corrupt? You know, even when they get up there, do they become corrupt while they're there? We don't know. We have all seen over recent years people that will sit there and lie to Congress and nothing is ever done. So why should it surprise us that the military-industrial complex is going to lie to the American people? So will the truth come out on the UAPs or UFOs? We don't know. Even if a truth comes out, will it be the truth? I do believe that this is going to be part of the ultimate deception. That's what Project Bluebeam is about, as far as it appearing to be an alien invasion. And these people saying, oh, we created you. And so that's going to cause a lot of panic. And it's going to cause a lot of people's faith to come into question. So, yeah, I've been waiting for that. Still, I'm waiting for that. This is an espresso shot, but just wanted to go ahead and get that out there. Interested in what you all have to think about the hearing about the UAPs, UFOs, what the Congress people here have stated. Yeah, just put those in the comment section. If you've had experiences with paranormal, supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, lying Congress people, but that's for BreadTube. I tried really hard not to get political on any of this stuff. If you've got local, regional, or family myths or legends, send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com, and the email address is also in the description box. Send prayers, if you would, please, for our bunch. We've had a rough go of it lately, and I know that just about everybody I know has had a rough go lately in one way or the other. If you have prayer requests, go ahead and email those to us also. And like, share, subscribe, whatever. You know, ask other people to join our little skeleton crew. And we're sailing to the edge to peer over the other side. I think that Yates, who we miss dearly, used to be looking for whipped cream to go on top of hot chocolate. Sounded like a plan. We'll see you on the next cup. Know that you're loved. Bye.